Sophia Momodu stole somebody's house on Instagram. That is the news right now. A lot of people are really responding to this big story. I think we need to talk about it because it is a big issue right now, and a lot of people are trying to tie up Davido into the whole story. Remember when she shared, having a yacht or her boyfriend buying a yacht, a lot of people commended her and said a lot of things about the whole thing. While some other persons came out to say, man, this could be a lie. And after a few days, she posted, having an apartment or buying a unit of an apartment in Lagos. And now that is a big controversial issue. We still got something behind it, but before I dive into the story, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Yes, I told you something that Rema is bragging too much right now based on the recent conversation he's been having. Remember that Rema came out to say, you know what? It was because of my song, the success of my song, Counter Remix, that made a lot of people actually got the opportunity of having a Grammy nomination. That is, Grammy created African categories, VMA created African categories as a result of that. But I don't quite agree with Rema on this. That is something I keep saying from time to time. Instead of Rema to tell us that he is the big four, he should go out there and prove himself. That is one thing I keep saying, because the likes of Asake is really doing wonders. As we speak right now, Asake is selling out O2 Arena in the UK, and that is a big move for Asake. Remember that Ashake's song Active has gotten a lot of international attention to the extent that Cristiano Ronaldo took up the song to promote his YouTube channel. But right now we're talking about Rema coming out to say he is the big four. A lot of other persons agree with Rema. What are your own takes about that? At a recent conversation, Rema spoke about inspiration behind his new album, His. I think we need to catch a glimpse before we deep dive into the big story.
I was like, why is it that whenever we're in the car, especially maybe we're popping out to the club, we're all dressed up, style, with the man them, we're always like bumping to hip hop, because the 808 just has a feel, like you just go like, of course, you're moving and you're like you're feeling the bass, and it's like I don't feel like there's anything in Afrobeat space that make me feel like that, that make me want to like drive fast or those stuff. I want to feel badass, and I feel like why don't we just like create stuff that make us feel like that, but in the Afrobeat space. So that kind of like inspired songs like Macham, Azaman, like dun 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 dun, dun dun dun. Like we just feel very like active with the man.
Yes, you can actually hear Rema right now, and a lot of people are saying that is a good insight from Rema to an extent. You need to actually understand that we expected that album of Rema to do wonders in recent time, but the album failed to perform. That is what a lot of people are really discussing right now, and it's trending out on social media. We need to understand it from a dynamic point of view. What is your own take about that? Looking at the Rema's His album, I think it does not perform, or it didn't perform like expected by a lot of many people. Compare that album to Ashake's Lungu Boy. I think yes, this album, they are not mates in the industry. Rema opens up about the leak of his song with Drake. I think that song may not find the light of the day. That is what I'm getting to understand from the conversation somebody had with Rema on this, and that conversation is gone viral on social media. We need to actually catch a glimpse of it before we deep dive into it.
What was your thoughts on that? Because I'm sure you wanted that to come out.
I mean, what's crazy is that I recorded that in 2020, right? Because I blew up 2019.
Yeah.
So Drake already reached out to me, and I was talking mostly to 40, OVO 40.
That's my guy, 40, yeah.
Like, much respect to him.
Yes.
And Oliver Khatib. I was talking to Oliver too. And I got like very slow on my engineering process. Like I kind of forgot how to record myself. Yeah. And then it was quite urgent that he needed the verse, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna record a raw verse, like no EQs, no nothing, no tuning, nothing. And then I recorded it and I sent it, hoping 14 and then we'll do their magic, right?
Yeah.
Because I recorded it at home and I could not even go out because of the lockdown. So then, like, I think a couple months later or a year later, when I heard the leak and I heard the same raw, like,
Oh, so that was your raw.
What you guys are listening to right now is the raw vocals. No EQ, no tune, no nothing. It's just straight up mic. Yeah. So I was like, and I saw people like enjoying it. I was like, yeah. But regardless, I feel like it's this song first things first.
Yeah.
I didn't know what their plan is for it, but I'm happy to work with a legend like Drake regardless.
No, I feel you. I definitely don't even know that was your raw. Like, it honestly sounded like pretty good to me. Yeah. But hey, man, I would love to see you guys come together another time and like drop a summer song. Like,
Definitely. I hope for that. I feel like we're gonna make a very huge song if we take our time and actually be.
Now you heard Rema what he said about the leak. I think this may not find the light of the day based on his own position right now. According to him, he said they still left the song on the raw stage, or they still left his verse on the raw stage, and that they've not done anything. But it was leaked and a lot of people were still enjoying that bit of the sound. But you need to actually understand that Rema is a creative artist and he's a talented artist, but he needs to do more on trying to push himself to the edge with his works at the time, and also work on promo, because that will help Rema to sell more to an extent. That is something I believe about the whole story that is trending out on social media. What do you feel about my story so far? I want you to put in the comment section what you feel about this story. Guys, they say Sophia Momodu, Davido's ex, actually stole somebody's house on Instagram. I said a lot of things about this lady, and most people didn't want to listen to me on this. She's too desperate to prove herself to the social media community. That is not the best way to live. That is something I keep saying from time to time, and a lot of people are really concerned about that kind of story. But you need to actually understand that right now, the issue is controversial. The issue may actually spoil her relationship with some brands out there, because she posted an apartment and the person that really sold the apartment to another person came out to say, you know what, you don't post an apartment you don't own. This is that you are causing problems for me, and my client is suspicious about this whole thing. And the person actually came on live to make comments about this. A lot of people, instead of blaming the Sophia right now, some people are blaming the person that actually sold the apartment or owns the apartment. That is quite disturbing to an extent, and a lot of people will need to really understand it, that it is an offense. And these guys are really at the apartment now, calling out Sophia to come and show herself on it. So according to the report, they said yes, when Sophia Momodu posted this on social media and said, man, God, thank God I got this, I got that, and a lot of people were like happy for real for Sophia, until this person came alive and said, man, Sophia, you went to an apartment which has been already sold to a client, and the client is doing some renovations within the apartment, and now you are really claiming the apartment on social media. And the client has to reach out to me and say, you know what, did you took Sophia to my apartment to kind of show the apartment to the world that she owns the apartment and the rest, because it's already bringing up some issues within the transactions. And that made or escalated the whole thing and made the realtor to call out Sophia, and that is really disturbing right now. The likes of Special Special, they are really mocking out Sophia. I know that the likes of Davido will not say anything about that, but somebody, Israel DNW, will say something very soon about that because he had a beef with Sophia on certain issues. Before I dive off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.